Hey kids, we're out in Poppy's shop today, and we're taking this old piece of wood. I didn't get a good chance to get a good video of the whole thing, but it's an old timber, and I have no idea how old it is. Maybe 40 or 50 years old, and it was in an old barn that was torn down. And let's see if we can clean it up a little bit and turn it into a mantle for Mimi. So I brought the board over, and I'm using a square. And this timber is actually about 4.5 inches thick, by about 6.5 or 6 inches wide. It's a really nice sized timber. Matter of fact, it was so big that my DeWalt skill saw couldn't cut through it in one swoop. So I did a couple of passes, and you can see I'm going to go ahead and set the saw down and move the timber and grab my square again and square it up on another side, make another run at it. Now, in the end, I really wasn't happy with the cut of it. So I took it over to, when all was said and done, I took it over to the chop saw and ran it through the chop saw. Um, and that gave me a nice clean edge on it. But I was kind of hoping, I was still hopeful that I could uh, get this on video of cutting through it, but I didn't. All right, guys, we've got it cut down. Should be a little bit longer than our finished size is going to be. So this is about 5 feet 3 inches, and our final was going to be about 5 feet 2 inches. I've pulled the sander out, and I'm going to do some sanding for a little while and see if we can get some of this rough stuff off before I run it through the planer that I've got over there. I'm going to sand it down and see if I can just kind of get it into shape a little bit. So let's see what happens. So I sped this up because, well, sanding is pretty boring. So I've sped it up and just started with a very aggressive, very gritty sandpaper to take off just a lot of that rough stuff. Um, there's a lot of dirt. There's a lot of dust and dirt. And I'm also having an opportunity to inspect this piece of wood to make sure that there's no metal in it, because you don't want to run anything through the planer if it's got metal in it. And although I didn't get it on video, I actually used a small handheld metal detector to make sure there was no metal in it as well. Okay, guys, this is how it's looking. It's getting there. Sanding it up takes up all of the dust, dirt. There was actually a lot of dirt in the surface, in the nooks and crannies. And this will be just a fantastic, we'll fill this in with epoxy resin. That'll be beautiful. Okay, let's run it through the planer. Hey kids, it's Poppy here, and Mimi just came out to tell me it is dinner time. So part one of making a mantle is done, and if it's a nice day tomorrow, part two will be coming at you. All right, kids. Now turn off the computer, turn off the TV, get away from your phones, and go take a hike. See ya.